So about a month ago we pulled apart that Milwaukee 12 amp battery which had failed and had killed a row of cells in the center of the battery cell. So as you can see, we've got 21700s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, which gives you your 5 in series, and then 3 in parallel. There's 4 amps per cell, and when you add all these up, you end up with 12 amp hours. Likewise, the 8 amp hour one just has a pair. So I thought, well, this one's out of warranty as well. Before it absolutely kills itself, we better pull it apart because I noticed it's getting weak. Now, that cell there is sitting happily at 4.1. This one, also 4.1. This middle one, though, you only got 3.5 volts in the middle one, so we've got an imbalance. And then we've got 8.4 from that cell and that cell, so 4.2 in there. So now we've got to push this up to 4.1 to get this balanced again. I don't understand why the center cells, this is the same row of cells that failed in my other Milwaukee battery. So when you're testing first battery, so that's 4.2 volts, 4.1 volts. Second battery, so there to there, which that should be a positive if you were testing that cell. So it's the third battery in the series line, so we're currently testing from there to there. So what we'll do, we'll set the power supply up. At 4.1. And we'll go ahead and charge it up. Well, there's actually no reason we have to go slow, because that being a 12 amp battery, we can easily charge them at 1C per cell, so we could quite easily charge them at 12 amps. But if you've got a 12 amp hour battery, these are the ones I've noticed it on so far. I had 3 of these, one got stolen, the other one died, hence the dead one there. There's a pile of 21700s, purple ones, up on top of that power supply. And now this one's got weak. And this is what's going on. The center cell set's getting weak. So you know, pile, and we'll let 5.8 amps go in there at the moment. So the problem is every time I put it on the rapid charger or the supercharger, after it said it was dead flat and short run time, because I just got a brand new one of these, it's in warranty that we're not going to open, see how long that one lasts, because I'm exclusively supercharging the new one to see if it'll last its warranty period. That's a whole nother story for another day, but this one is only, to be 2 months outside its warranty, because that one died outside its warranty just, and we bought these two at the same time for the chainsaw. So if I hadn't have caught this could have continually got worse until the point where these cells were basically doing nothing. They're just getting in the way of the connection between the front and back of the battery. And this happens with series connections often, in batteries in general. The BMS on this battery doesn't have enough grunt to feed power into these cells without shutting off. So this could have been a lot worse, but what I started to do was use the old slow 3 amp charger, or the radio charger, because they're 3 amps instead of 13 for the supercharger and 6 for the rapid chargers. I started using the slow chargers thinking that it might give it a better chance to top off the BMS and come back to life, because I could see that every time you put it on the charger it was straight to 2 bars instantly rather than charging up slowly. But this is what's going on. If you've got some of these that are out of warranty, which people will start to have this issue, and you're starting to think that your 12s aren't putting out as much power as they used to, because let's face it, this is a quarter of a kilowatt hour. This is a big battery. 250 odd watt hours What are they exactly? 216 watt hours, almost a quarter of a kilowatt hour. And they're 250 Australian dollars now. I think I paid 300 for them when they first came out. They were expensive. So you need to get the cycles out of them, because you don't buy 12 amps to not do a bunch of work. That's exactly why you buy them. You buy them to do a ton of work. If I was just a home DIY guy and all I did was, want to screw a picture to the wall every now and again, I'd just buy 1.5 amp hours. I wouldn't lug something like this around. This is used for my big demolition recipro, my big SDS Max, hammer drill, chainsaw, brush cutter, big blower, all those nice devices that chew power. So these high output batteries are necessary. Even the 9 amp hour, that's the top one. Even the 9 amp hour battery, like, that was good for its day, but I've got that many failed ones of them sitting over there. It's just ridiculous because of imbalance issues. So the reason we buy these is because we want high output. I would not buy another 18650 based Milwaukee battery again if I could avoid it. I'd stick with these 21700s, and that's what I'm doing now. Don't even buy the 6 amps, buy the 8 amps, the 12 amps, and the 3 amps. 3 amps for all your hand tools. I'll do a video explaining this completely, but 3 amps for all your hand tools and small things, nail guns, because they've just got a single row of 21700s in them. 8 amps, because the 6 amps are $180 and the 8 amps $200, and the exact same physical size in the same case. The 6 amps just got 2 rows of 3 amp cells. The 8 amps got 2 rows of these purple cells. I'll grab one. These purple cells, Samsung INR 21700, just the size, 40 Ts. So that's the cell that is in there. And that should be the cell. I haven't opened an 8 amp yet. Mine are both under warranty. I've got 2 of them. That's in the 8 amp, and there'll be a different cell in the 6 amp, because they're the same case, just more output. And for $20 more, you get 2 amp hours. You don't get 2 amp hours for $20 anywhere. To buy the newer one, buy the 8 amp. The 3 amps, just a single flat row of them, and it's lovely and compact, a bit like just a single row of them on the bottom of a normal, like a 9 amp top case. And obviously you got the 12s. I don't know where they're going to go from here, whether they're ever going to get much bigger than 12 in a single battery, but I can't see Milwaukee doing what Makita have done and making you run twin batteries on everything that you want decent power out of. Because that would drive me crazy. Finding 2 batteries with a similar amount of charge in them in your ute full of batteries would just be, painful. Be alright if you didn't have tools that use single batteries, but yeah. Anyway, rant over. I'm going to feed this 5 amps probably for like 2 hours actually. It's going to take a while. And get that caught up to speed. I should have put that on my little charger you can hear over there beeping, and the ISDT charger, and we would have known how much capacity difference was missing. But anytime you've got a weak set of cells in a series chain, everything is as weak as that series chain. Just remember that, guys. The more of these you daisy chain in a line, it only takes one in the middle to stuff it all up for you. And yeah, this is a simple fix. It's literally the 3rd cell in. You can see the little alligator clips right on the solder terminals. You can easily go from negative to positive. So positive this end, negative this end. Work your way through like I did. I should have done it on camera, I'm sorry, but hard to do holding the camera and the cables and get it all in a video and be coherent. But here it is. This is exactly what you need to do to save your 12 amp battery's life, and it's done. Thanks for watching. I'll make a video on all these high output batteries later on. I've been meaning to make a video about all the batteries ever, and we might make a 20-minute long video that it just explains the positives, the cons, and why you should go which way. Thanks for watching.